Bonjour, bonjour. Today we are looking at the imperfect with nerdy regular RE verbs. Nerdy regular RE verbs. Let's look at one of these. Attendre, to wait, to expect. In the present tense, we're going to conjugate it first. J'attends, tu attends, il, elle, on attend, nous attendons, vous attendez, ils, elles attendent. The endings in the present indicative for regular RE verbs are SS, nothing, no addition, ONS, EZ, ENT. We need, of course, the nous stem to form the imperfect. J'attendais, tu attendais, ils, elles, on attendait, nous attendions, vous attendiez, ils, elles attendaient. The last one sounds like the first three. And just for revision, let's look at it in the present perfect. J'ai attendu, tu as attendu, il, elle, on a attendu, nous avons attendu, vous avez attendu, ils, elles ont attendu. Okay, let's look at these verbs. Attendre means to wait for. You do not add pour on attendre. You just don't. It's more like to await. You do not use pour with attendre. Attendre also means to expect when you add a noun. J'attends un bébé. I'm expecting a baby. What does perdre mean? To lose. Got lost and found symbol there. Se perdre. To lose oneself also means to get lost. So often these pronominal verbs will be translated in English by the word get. Mordre. Okay, means to bite, like to take a morsel. Mordre. Prétendre. It sort of means pretend, but the French actually use it much more as to claim, to say. It's a bit of a false friend. À vous, to wait for, to await, to expect. Attendre, to lose. Perdre, like the road to perdition. To get lost, to lose oneself. Se perdre, to bite. Mordre, to take a morsel, mordre. To claim, to say something is true. Prétendre. Okay, we were waiting for them here. Remember, there's no for in French. This will change your them. Nous les attendions ici ou là. Because normally for them is leur, isn't it? But there's no for in French, so it's les. On les attendait ici. On les attendait là. To waste one's time in French is to lose one's time. Perdre son temps. Remember, temps, you cannot hear the M, you cannot hear the P, you cannot hear the S. Perdre son temps. I was wasting my time. Je perdais mon temps. What if you get lost? Addressing to. Et si tu te perdais? When he was a child, he used to bite his little brother. The French would say, when he was child. The same with jobs. I am doctor. When I was child. Quand il était enfant, il mordait son petit frère. They claimed that it was impossible. Il ou elle prétendait que c'était impossible. Okay, more regular RE verbs. Rendre à. What does that mean? It's boomerang time. To give back or return an object. It is not retourner. That's to return yourself somewhere, to go back somewhere. Se rendre à. Se rendre à is just a fancy way of saying to go, but the French like to use it, especially in more formal, like go to reception, rendez-vous à l'accueil. It also means to surrender, to turn oneself in. Rendre quelqu'un ou quelque chose. This rendre means to make someone feel a certain way, or we sometimes use the word drive. You drive me crazy, you make me crazy. The equivalent in French is rendre. Se rendre is to make oneself feel a certain way. So you're going to have an adjective there because it's a feeling. À vous, to give back, return an object. Rendre, rendre à quelqu'un. To go, to turn oneself in, it's pronominal. Se rendre à, because you're going to a place, you add on à. And then to make, to drive someone, something, a certain way, to produce a feeling, a state. Just rendre. No additional, nothing. And then to make oneself into a state, to get oneself into a state. Se rendre, plus your adjective. She never used to give me it back. And your it is masculine. You've got a me and an it there. They need to go before the verb. Elle ne me le rendait jamais. You need your pronoun triangle there because you know that me goes before le. Elle ne me le rendait jamais. They were going somewhere in town, I think. So instead of aller, elle se rendait quelque part en ville, je crois. They were surrendering in their thousands. In their thousands, the French would say par milliers. Par milliers. Elle se rendait par milliers. He used to make her happy. Il la rendait heureuse. I know that sometimes I used to drive him crazy. Je sais que parfois je le rendais fou. Feminine would be folle, wouldn't it? More regular RE verbs. What does pendre mean? Means to hang, like a pendant, like a sloth hanging, like the gallows. Tendre à. Okay, think tension. It means to stretch, to reach out, hold out your hands, hold out your hand, offer up. We've got the tension on the drum there. Étendre. They are connected. Okay, to stretch out even more. We've got to stretch out, to make longer, to spread out like a tablecloth, you nap, to hang out the washing. Make it dry, pull it out. Okay, à vous. To hang. Pendre, think pendant. To stretch, reach out, hold out hand, offer up. Stretch it. Get some tension on there. Tendre à. To stretch out, make longer, spread out, hang out. Étendre. We used to hang our Christmas stockings by the fireplace. Fireplace, La cheminée, cheminée. Christmas stockings are Christmas socks in French. Nous pendions nos chaussettes de Noël près de la cheminée. On pendait nos chaussettes de Noël près de la cheminée. What if I laid a trap? To lay or to set a trap is tendre un piège. A trap, un piège. To lay a trap in Liège. Ici, je tendais un piège. It was a trap that Venus was laying for them. C'était un piège que Venus leur tendait. He was hanging out all the clothes when it started to rain. Il étendait tous les vêtements quand il a commencé à pleuvoir. So quand followed by a word that starts with a vowel sounds more like a T at the end. Quand il a commencé. It's just what happens. There is another way of saying to start in French, which is used a lot. Using se mettre à, se mettre à. So you could have said, il étendait tous les vêtements quand il s'est mis à pleuvoir. Very common way of saying to start. D'accord, more regular RE verbs. Répondre à. Okay. To reply, answer, respond. Vendre à. To sell. Descendre. So yes, of course, it means to descend, but we don't say that very much in English. We might say to go down or to come down or to get off. The French use descendre for to get off a bus or to get off the train. Descendre quelque chose. Descendre quelqu'un. Okay, it means to take. We've changed the word here. We've now gone for take. To take something down or to take someone down. À vous. To reply, answer, respond. Répondre à. No S. Répondre à. To sell. Vendre à. To go or to come down. Descend. Get off, like get off a train. Descendre. To take something down, to take someone down. Still descendre, but descendre quelque chose or descendre quelqu'un. But you weren't answering your mobile phone. Mais tu ne répondais pas à ton portable. Et répondre à. Mais tu ne répondais pas à ton portable. Mais vous ne répondiez pas à votre portable. You can join the pas to the a. You don't have to. Pas à or just pas à. I thought you were selling some to her, addressing vous. Have you noticed the donkey's backside? So we've got some and we've got to her. Which is the order? Je croyais que vous lui en vendiez. Okay, the donkey pronouns en, they're always at the end of the triangle, aren't they? En. So en is going to be the last one if you've got several pronouns. I was going down Our Lady Street and I found it on the floor. Your it is feminine. Je descendais rue Notre-Dame et je l'ai trouvé par terre. So here you can see that to go down, not to be confused with aller because it's a different verb, it's to go down, so that's descendre. And then secondly, your it, which is la, doesn't actually matter here because you've got to put it before the part of avoir. So it's L apostrophe. Je l'ai trouvé. And because now the thing that you're referring to, the direct object that you're referring to, has gone before the past participle trouvé, now trouvé has to agree with that direct object. So we have to make it an E because it's feminine. Luckily, you can't hear the difference. She was sure that he descended from Zeus. Do let me know if you ever use this sentence. Elle était sûre qu'il descendait de Zeus. Okay, so to go, to come down, descend, get off, take down, we know that is descendre. A little note on descendre, because we know it takes être as its auxiliary verb in the present perfect, unless you are taking something or someone down. As soon as you have a direct object, the something or the someone involved, the auxiliary changes to avoir. Par exemple, if you say I went down, je suis descendu, takes être, je suis descendu. But I took down the direct object, suitcase, now your auxiliary changes. J'ai descendu ta valise. And that applies for a few of our VIP verbs. The same applies for sortir. Je suis sorti, j'ai sorti mon portable de mon sac à main. Entrer, rentrer. Je suis rentré tard, I got in late, or j'ai rentré le linge, I took in the washing. Je suis retourné en France, I went back to France. J'ai retourné la page, I turned over the page. Je suis passé voir mes parents, I called in to see my parents. J'ai passé 3 semaines en France, I spent 3 weeks in France. And monter, je suis monté, mais j'ai monté ta valise, I took up your suitcase. Just something to bear in mind. D'accord, more regular RE verbs. Défendre. To defend. Se défendre. To defend oneself, to look after oneself, to stand up for oneself. Défendre à quelqu'un de faire quelque chose. Sometimes you see défense de fumer. Okay, it is forbidden to smoke because défendre à quelqu'un, to forbid someone from doing something. À vous, to defend, défendre. To defend, look after, stand up for oneself. Se défendre. To forbid someone from doing something. Défendre à quelqu'un de faire quelque chose. The football was caught by a player who was defending the goal. Football is a ballon de foot and goal is un but. You can hear the T both on ballon de foot, because it's a foreign word, and but. I don't know why but actually, but it is an exception. Normally you don't hear T at the end of French words, but both of these you do. Foot and but. Le ballon de foot était attrapé par un joueur qui défendait le but. Using to. You were standing up for yourself, my boy. Tu te défendais, mon garçon. She wouldn't let her invite friends home. Elle lui défendait d'inviter les amis chez nous, à la maison. So it's lui because it's défendre à quelqu'un. What does fondre mean? Think of fondue with cheese or chocolate. To melt. Tondre. To mow, shear, shave your head. détendre. So we've had tendre, which was tense. This is détendre, which means to relax, to slacken, to loosen, to detonate, let off the pressure. Se détendre. To relax oneself. It also means, if you're talking about a jumper, for example, to go loose or baggy. À vous. To melt. Think melted cheese, melted chocolate. Fondre, like fondue, melted, fondre. To mow, shear, shave head. Tondre. To relax, slacken, loosen. Okay. Détendre, we're getting rid of the tension. To relax oneself, if you're talking about clothing, for example, to go loose or baggy. Se détendre. The fish was delicious. It melted in my mouth. I'd probably say melted in the mouth. Le poisson était délicieux. Ça fondait dans la bouche. Remember, ça is conjugated just like il and elle and on. You could say il because you're talking about fish. Il fondait dans la bouche. And if you said ma bouche, ça va, c'est pas grave. It's fine. To ring, to sound, to buzz is sonner. Remember, frère Jacques, sonnez les matines, ding dang dong, sonner, to ring, to sound, to buzz. I was mowing the lawn when the phone rang. Je tondais la pelouse quand le téléphone a sonné. Julien was relaxing on the armchair. So armchair, we say armchair, they say fauteuil. It's like foot and eye. Fauteuil. Julien se détendait sur le fauteuil. Monique would relax by playing tennis. Monique se détendait en jouant au tennis. It was going baggy, so I don't wear it anymore. Your it is masculine. Ça se détendait, donc je ne le porte plus. As it's masculine, you could say il se détendait as well. La fin! Bravo! Merci beaucoup! À la prochaine fois!